Hello all, so this is the lecture 2 on machine learning. So in this lecture, we'll be discussing the general rules or steps, okay, which is needed to solve any machine learning problem. So how machine learn, what is the algorithm, the mathematics involved in it, everything we will learn, okay. And as I just said, we will use thorough mathematics. So the from now on, like that is this is lecture number 2. The lecture number 3, 4, and few lectures from now will be dedicated to the mathematics that is needed for machine learning. So now let's continue this lecture, which is the learning paradigm, okay, for machine learning. Now, as discussed, machine learning has input and output, okay, as the inputs, whereas depending on that it decides rules, okay. The rules are nothing but weights. They are called weights. Mostly we will use this term weights, but sometimes we can also call them parameters, and it is denoted by W. The input is denoted by X and the output data is denoted by Y. Now what is our target in any learning problem, machine learning problem? What is our target? The target is that we wish to study the relationship between input and output, relation between input and output. This is our target, okay. And as we all know, in mathematics, this relationship, okay, we will call it as function. So now from now on we will call this relationship as function, right? That is the function f of x, okay. And more precisely, we will call this function as hypothesis function, okay. Why it is called hypothesis function, it will be clear, okay, within subsequent lectures when we will go into the in-depth example, but this is just a terminology. So this is called hypothesis function. And what is included in this hypothesis function? So hypothesis function basically consists of two parts. First is form of the function, and second thing is parameters, that is our weights, parameters of function, or we can call as weights, right? So there are two things. First is form means, for example, it can be linear, quadratic, and so on, right? So it is just called the form. Linear, quadratic, etc. can be considered as form, and parameters means weights, right? Now, a typical machine learning problem will learn only the weights. Okay, the here the machine learning term. The learning means learning of weights. We will update the weights in order to get our desired output to minimize the cost, right? So we will be doing this thing, that is, we will be updating our weights depending on our need, right? So now we have to model this function. So how we can model this function? So modeling involves two things or two process. First is feed forward, and second is feedback, okay, which we call back propagation as well. So again, let me write now one thing, that we want to study feed forward now. So let's say in feed forward, what we have X and W. This is the notation, this is semicolon. Because why we write semicolon? Because we know that X is fixed, this is our input, it is fixed, but W we can update them as per our need, okay. And we get output Y, which is the function of X and W, right? Correct. So I will be taking the example, okay, so don't worry if you are not getting anything. So now some insights, that is, what is this hypothesis or model? We call model, okay, and then we call involve modeling process, right? So what is that model? So let me write thing. So a model or function or hypothesis function is nothing but an educated guess. That is, we randomly guess that this is the relationship between input and output. And then what we will do, given that x and choice of w, because w we have to update, right, as per our need, we can find corresponding output, we can find corresponding y, right? So this function f, which is going from x to y, is called feed forward model or just forward model in machine learning terms. So this is just, I am again giving you the overview that any machine learning problem involves a modeling, okay, involves a function, right? So that function is called hypothesis function, and our ultimate target is to find relationship between input and output. So only scalable parameters are weights, right? So hypothesis function consists of its form and parameters, right? I will be taking the example in next video of this whole process, so don't worry, right? So modeling involves two things, feed forward and feedback. So in this lecture we just discussed feed forward, that is from x to y, from input to output. So we are just choosing our w because input is fixed, right? Just any random guess, but it should be logical. That's why I have written educated guess. So just choosing any w, we will get the output, right? Now we have to update this output because we got output as per our guess, right? As per our choice of w. But this output is not what we exactly want. There might be some error. And so we will update the weights, or we can say our parameters, right, of the function that we choose, because we also choose our model, that is our function, right? It's also a guess. So we will choose, okay, one more thing, that is we will choose another w, okay? Then we will find output. Then we will see if we have error or not. Okay, then again we will choose, and this thing will go, right, like this. And that's why using feedback we can improve our w, okay, and we get output which is very close to our required output, and so the loss or the error is minimum. So that is done via feedback. That's why modeling involves two things. First is feed forward and then feedback. So in next lecture we'll be discussing feedback.